Hey guys, it's with Flame, and welcome to another Free Friday. Welcome, in fact, to a very special Free Friday because this is our 10th Free Friday on the channel, you guys. We have played 10 free games so far on the channel. Well, technically 11, but Dr. Langeskov got deleted, so sad. But anyway, welcome to Free Friday number 10. So, this is supposed to go out on New Year's Day, but I was quite busy on New Year's Day. I was actually helping my parents paint one of the rooms downstairs in my house. But anyway, we're doing it now, and we're gonna do it splendidly because we are playing Would You Rather. Now, Would You Rather is kind of similar to Will You Press the Button, which I played quite a while back. I think it was like the 8th or 9th Free Friday, I don't remember. But yeah, Would You Rather is something that gives you an option of, would you rather have, for example, always have messy and kept hair, or always have stains on your clothes? So you have to do one or the other, and it will show you in the end how many people picked one option and how many people picked the other, and you can see whether you're in the majority or not. So we're starting off with this really interesting conundrum. Would you rather always have messy, unkept hair, or would you rather always have stains on your clothes? Well, to be fair, I already always have messy, unkept hair because, I don't know, my hair just goes out of control sometimes. Like, after I wash it and blow dry it, so sometimes it just goes poof. It just puffs, it just poofs out. It looks quite hideous. But yeah, I always have messy, unkept hair anyway. But I would rather have that than always have stains on my clothes because can you imagine always having to wash all those stains out? And then there'd always be stains coming back all over again. It's gonna be quite annoying, so I would rather have messy, unkept hair. And yeah, most people agree with me, which is awesome. So let's go on with the next dilemma. Would you rather have your current pet live as long as you do, or bring a past pet back to life? Well, that's a good question. Well, because I personally have never had any pets, or rather, I have had pets. I've had fish, but that's about it. I've never had like a dog or a cat or anything like that, even though I would love to. I've always wanted to have a dog, but I've never had dogs or cats. So the closest I've had is like my aunt's dog, and my aunt did have a dog, a really sweet Shih Tzu called Terry, who sadly passed away while I was in the UK, and I loved Terry. He was super cute. He's like, I just really miss him. And she has another dog, a poodle called Snoopy, and Snoopy's cool as well. In fact, you might have actually seen videos of Snoopy on the channel. If you go through my videos, there's one called My Aunt's Puppy is so vicious. Yeah, that's Snoopy right there. But yeah, have your current pet live as long as you do, or bring a past pet back to life. But then if I bring a past pet back to life, how long are they gonna live? Will they live like the normal lifespan of a pet? If I could bring them back to life and have them live as long as I do, that would be really cool. But I don't know. To be fair, I would rather have Terry than Snoopy. But anyway, yeah, I think I would rather bring a past pet back to life. So many people disagree with me though, maybe because a lot of people who have pets currently really do love their pets, so that makes sense, I suppose. Alright, would you rather have a house made of sprawling underground rooms and tunnels, or have a small flying house? Ooh, this is interesting. Sprawling underground rooms and tunnels. Who knows what could be in those sprawling underground rooms and tunnels? But then again, you wouldn't really get much daylight, would you? You'd always be in the dark, like windowless spaces and things like that. And as much as personally I do like dark places and like stuff, but I do like my daylight as well, so I wouldn't want to be in the dark all the time underground. Whereas in a small flying house, I would be able to travel. I don't really need like a big house, because if it's just gonna be me. I mean, even if it's me and my parents, there's just 3 of us. So yeah, totally, I'd rather have a small flying house. Because I mean, if we could fly anywhere in the world, I would fly to the UK and just stay there. Oh, that's quite split. But people would rather live underground? Really? Ugh. Okay, I suppose. If you had to destroy a form of writing, would you rather Have all non-fiction writing up until present destroyed, or have all fiction writing up until present be destroyed? All non-fiction writing or fiction writing? That's a good question. Non-fiction writing is really useful. Obviously, I mean, if I could just choose some, have all fiction writing be destroyed? Well, we could create more fiction writing, obviously. I mean, we could use the non-fiction writing to create fiction writing. To be honest, I would rather destroy all fiction writing, because even though there would be some wonderful classics lost, and that would be very, very sad indeed, we can always make more. Whereas with non-fiction writing, if we have like records of important events and things, or important knowledge destroyed, that would be quite bad, especially if it's like history. I mean, there is like a quote or something, those who cannot remember the past will be forever doomed to repeat it, or something along those lines. But anyway, yeah, I would rather destroy fiction writing. I'm glad most people agree with me, even though it's quite split. Okay. Would you rather run 26 miles or swim 5 miles? I'm personally going for swimming. I would rather swim because I like swimming, but I would rather swim than run. But I think swimming uses more of your muscles than running does. I have no idea. I mean, I'm not exactly the best person to ask about fitness, but yeah, swim 5 miles, totally. Be in jail for a year or live in complete isolation in the mountains for a year? Be in jail? I don't want to be in jail. Who wants to be in jail? At least, even if I live in complete isolation in the mountains, I don't really mind living in complete isolation. Well, I might actually mind. I do get a bit upset when I get lonely, but at least I will be free if I live in the mountains. I will be free to sniff the mountain air and so on and so forth. I'll get to see wonderful scenery. Whereas if I was in jail, I'd be in jail. I'd be risking pick up the soap type situations. I don't know. I think I would definitely say I'd rather live in the mountains for a year. And yeah, a lot of people agree with me. Good. Would I rather live an average life and be forgotten in time, or go down in history for something terrible? Well, I could become Hitler, or it could just be me. Normal, boring old me. Would I want to become Hitler? No. Would I want to have my name cursed by subsequent generations? Not really. I mean, I want to be remembered, but I don't want to be remembered in a bad way. But I don't really want to live an average life. You see, I would be forgotten in time. That really depends. I mean, there will be people who don't forget about you, who will probably carry your memory to the grave. So, yeah, totally. Why not? Would you rather tell your most embarrassing secret to the 10 people it would matter most, or eat 5,000 licorice jelly beans as fast as you can? 5,000 licorice jelly beans is a lot. It is a lot, and it would make you very, very sick if you were to stuff 5,000 licorice jelly beans into your mouth. And I don't really get why people don't like licorice. Actually, to be honest, I don't really like licorice myself, but I don't know, licorice jelly beans taste a lot like star anise, so I'm not the biggest fan of star anise, but I would actually rather do that than tell people an embarrassing secret about me, because I am someone who doesn't like embarrassment at all, so I would rather take the 5,000 licorice jelly beans, and so would most of the people who answered this question. Alright. Would I rather live in a penthouse in LA or live in a townhouse in London? I would rather live in a townhouse in London, because I will be in the UK. Oh! People would rather live in a penthouse in LA. Well, I guess it would be quite the glamorous life to live in a penthouse in LA, but I would definitely rather live in a townhouse in London for the simple reason that I will be back in the UK, and because I love the UK. I miss the UK so much. Would I rather be able to travel at light speed or read minds? Travel at light speed. I don't know, it was never something I was interested in, like super speed. To be honest, if I had a superpower, it would be one of two things. I would want to fly, or I'd want to be able to communicate with animals. I would love to be able to communicate with animals and hear their stories, but Between traveling at light speed and reading minds, because I would rather be able to read people's minds, because I'd be able to learn a lot of secrets that way. Some potentially embarrassing, some which I could probably sell for a lot. Some I could use that power for good or evil. I could use that power to get secrets that I could sell, or I don't know, or I could use that to like help people. It depends, really. It all depends. But I would rather be able to read minds, and most people would agree. Would you rather always have a sore throat or live with no fingers on preferred hand? Living with no fingers on your preferred hand, like maybe your right hand or something like that? That sounds like quite dangerous. Not dangerous, I don't know what I'm saying, but anyway. Nah, I'd rather always have a sore throat. I mean, I tend to always have a sore throat anyway, so... No, I don't really always have a sore throat, but I do get sore throats a lot, so... Yeah, totally. If you could only save lives through two ways, would you rather prevent World War II and all the war-related deaths that went along with it, Holocaust included, or cure all forms of cancer and STDs, AIDS included? That really depends though, doesn't it? I guess people who have lost loved ones to the war would want to prevent World War II and the war-related deaths that went along with it. And people who lost people they love to illness would want to cure all forms of cancer and STDs. This is actually a really good, like, kind of ethical debate. This is why people should be playing Would You Rather. This is the kind of questions that we should have on Would You Rather. I have never really lost anyone I loved to illness or to war. At least not yet, anyway. Would I want to prevent World War II? I don't really think so, because it's like I said, those who cannot remember the past will always repeat it. Or I'm not sure if that applies here, but I feel like even if we prevented World War II and the Holocaust and everything like that, something else would have happened. Some other thing would have happened. Like, it would have happened anyway, I feel. We would have just been delaying the inevitable. I don't have a very high opinion of humans and like our ability to keep world peace, people. I'm quite pessimistic in that regard. But curing all forms of cancer and STDs, that is a lot more relevant to our position in life now. So I suppose that would be what I would do. And 84% of people agree with me. Thank you, world. Thank you. Okay, would you rather be SpongeBob or be Patrick? This is the kind of question that we need the least of. SpongeBob or Patrick? Patrick's always kind of dumb. SpongeBob, I would rather be neither. I'd probably be Squidward if I was in SpongeBob SquarePants. So I'm just gonna say SpongeBob, because this is one debate that I don't agree with. A lot of people don't want to be Patrick. Is it because Patrick is stupid? Probably. But SpongeBob was annoying, I gotta say. Would you rather be deaf and have no legs, or be blind and have no arms? Well, being blind and having no arms would be quite tough, because you wouldn't be able to feel. You won't be able to see where you're going, and you won't be able to feel where you're going either. You'd have to rely quite exclusively on your sense of hearing, maybe your sense of smell a little bit, I don't know. But being deaf and having no legs, at least you'd still be able to see. You'd still be able to use your arms and hands, and you'd probably end up being like wheelchair bound, so you'd still be able to travel around a little bit at least. So being deaf and having no legs is better, and people would agree. Would you rather master every programming language or master every spoken language? Programming has never really been a subject of much interest to me, because I never really did much to do with technology, like I never did engineering, software engineering or things like that. I do have friends who have done software engineering though, so they would probably want to choose to master every programming language. But for me, I'm more interested in mastering spoken languages, because to me, to someone who's done like degrees like me, like I've done law, spoken language is way more useful than programming language, so spoken language it is. Would you rather drink milk for the rest of your life or drink orange juice for the rest of your life? Does that mean that if I drink milk, I can never drink orange juice, and if I drink orange juice, I can never drink milk? Well, I actually don't mind either, but I kind of prefer the taste of OJ to milk, so I will go with the orange juice. If you're convicted of a crime, would you rather go to jail for life or have the death penalty? This is an interesting thing, because in the UK, I know that the death penalty has actually been abolished, and the most severe punishment that you can get is imprisonment for life. Well, to be honest, if you do get sentenced to jail for life, there is still a chance that you can get out on like good behavior, get out on parole, those kind of things. But if you have the death penalty, that's it for you. You do not get any second chances. That's it. I mean, I know a lot of people would rather die than go to jail, but if it means I will survive to maybe be free someday, I would rather go to jail for life. Yeah, totally. I mean, unless it's jail without parole, then I would rather have the death penalty for sure. Would you rather only brutal metal or only Justin Bieber? This is not a question. Brutal metal it is. I really I have a mental block when it comes to Justin Bieber. To be honest, I think maybe his music is not all that bad. I don't know. Some of his songs are okay, but it's like, Justin Bieber, no way. No way. Alright, so I think I'm just gonna do one more. Would you rather natural childbirth or have an epidural? This is a question I'm gonna have to consider at some point in my life, you guys, because I'm probably gonna end up having children at some point. Natural childbirth or epidural? I think epidural is like a cesarean? I have no idea I actually don't know what an epidural is. But as far as possible, I think I'd try for natural childbirth. And let's go on to the next one. Okay. This is one that I will leave up to you guys to decide. Would you rather ski in the mountains or have a vacation on the beach? I'm actually going to answer this for you guys. I would rather have a vacation on the beach because I love the sea. But you guys let me know in the comments which one you would rather have. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Free Friday, the special 10th episode. For those of you guys that have been watching my videos up until this point, thank you all so much for watching. I'm glad you've stuck with me for this long. But anyway, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Leave it a like, comment telling me that you did. Check out the description for more things that I have done, subscribe for more things that I will do, and, as usual, until the next video that I make, this is Eno with Flame signing off. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon. Bye!